Hello, and welcome. So, I meant to give this a name. Bear with me, I don't know where. Um, anyway, hello, thank you for being here. So, cancel. I was trying to find out how to give this live a name. However, I couldn't figure it out, so I'm just gonna roll. I think there is a question option at the bottom. So if you have a question as I talk, feel free to ask. I will try to keep it short and sharp. So basically, this morning I did ask in my stories, what if you were to have a fitness goal for 2021, what would you prefer your guidance to be? Would you prefer it to be one-to-one, or would you prefer it to be online coaching? The reason why I'm asking this question is because, as you know, online coaching became more famous on 2020 due to the fact that most of the locations for many coaches, not just fitness, but all type of different coaches that there are out there, were closed. So the online world was open for many people like myself. I used to do online coaching, but nothing like what is my online coaching nowadays. However, I know that I'm always driving to improve my service. But I did ask, or I did a poll in which I asked people to answer either one-to-one or online. And I was actually expecting to have this answer, and the majority of the ladies, who is the people that I train, by the way, the majority of the ladies voted one-to-one, some of which were clients of mine in the past, and some of which are currently online clients of mine. And this is why I am going to make clear that although I am going to be talking about the benefits of online training in this life, I was also a personal trainer, and I love my job as a personal trainer. I love the service you can provide when you have that human touch. But unfortunately, the situation changed for all of us in 2020, and we need to adapt. If you have a fixed mindset instead of a growth mindset, it's going to be very hard for you to face the life that is going to be from now onwards. Yeah, so that on one topic. So as of a personal trainer qualified level 3, and over 3 years of experience with different numerous clients, I felt that it was always that my job was not good enough, not in the way that my ladies were improving, I was getting results, but I wasn't fulfilled, because I knew that coaching is way more than training you physically on the gym, counting your reps, and in between set asking you how you're doing. Unfortunately, when you are a personal trainer, as much as you want to provide the best of the services, you either have spend time on the gym or spend time on the phone with clients. You cannot do both, because the pay is not enough for you to pay all the fees you have, gym stuff. But anyway, that's not of your interest. However, I'm just talking from a coach point of view and from a client's point of view, because I know some of you who are connected in here are coaches. Mel, Chloe, thank you for being here. And some of you who are my clients, or potential clients, or just people who need guidance. So as a one-to-one, I have to say that yes, you get more contact, more human contact. So if what you're looking for on your trainer is purely just someone that is gonna count your reps, someone that is gonna set up your rack, because it's gonna, like, I used to have everything ready layout for my clients. I used to know the session from minute 1 to minute B. So if that is what you're looking for, if you literally don't want to put any effort on learning, on maybe getting education about nutrition, getting education about how training is the way it is and why, how we progress it, So if all you need is literally someone to talk with, someone that you can spend an hour with, and someone that is gonna be there cheering you up, counting your reps, then without doubt, what you need is a personal trainer. Yeah, personal trainer that is gonna be there for you, is gonna deliver a session, and that is it. Now, for me, that was not a job that was fulfilling me. Why? Because I know that I was capable to provide a better service to my clients. If I step out of the gym, I obviously invested in software, in mentors, in paying online coaches myself, not one but many, and some of the best in UK, therefore some of the best in the world, just to see how they work and how they can add value, how I could get value from whatever I was learning from them. And that, for me, the amount of money and time that I have invested, not only training myself, training others, getting trained by others, some of the best of the UK again, has told me a lot of things. So I do have a lot of knowledge that I don't think was used at the best when I was at the gym counting reps. Now, when you are at the gym, you can say, yes, you can spend 15 minutes after the session with your client to check in everything else. But in reality, when you finish training, your mindset is not on the way of learning. Some of you just need to rush to go to work. And anyway, so what I'm saying with this is that you either deliver a session or you decide to educate. In my situation, and also due to health issues caused by stress, not stress about my job, but a stress like the level of stress that I was putting my body into as I was spending many hours at the gym. The gym conditions are not the best. I was lifting a lot. And so all of that led me to find other ways to provide my service. Now, I have been doing online coaching since last year, technically, and I now have identified very clear the people who I want to work with, because this is when I say that online training, as amazing as it is nowadays, because it gives you the flexibility to train at your own time, to train the days you want, to the flexibilities are many. Like, you can hire a coach that you want to hire no matter what country the coach is from, as long as you are able to communicate. I have clients in Italy, ladies who are practicing English with me, and they are putting all the best effort to train, even if language can be a barrier. But what I'm saying is that now with the online option, you get the luxury of being able to choose who you want, not to be restricted to the personal trainers that you have in your area, or who can make it to the gym that you go, who can pay the fees of the gym that you go. And maybe those personal trainers, unfortunately, I'm gonna break this bubble for you, no matter in which gym they are. And no offense, they are very good personal trainers, don't get me wrong, but most of those who are affordable to you or reachable to you might not be the best. And if that is the case, you will be paying 3 times more for a service that it might actually make you worse in terms of your goals, in terms of your health, in terms of making you believe things that are not real. I try to keep my service very down to earth, because I have been experimenting all of these different trends, and I have no shame to say to all of you that I suffered from eating disorders in the past, illness that led me to be really obsessed over nutrition. And this is when I was like 16 years old, so I have been studying about nutrition since then. I overcame eating disorders by myself. I have been nutrition myself ever since, and I think I have done quite well. I mean, I'm 35 and many would like to look like me. So without telling that I am the best, what I'm trying to say is that if you train with someone who has backed up her experience on herself and multiple clients, then you have the reassurance that that person is doing a good job. However, it doesn't mean that because that person is doing a good job is good for you. And this is when the whole online thing becomes a little bit confusing. Why? Because of all these online different coaches that there are out there, lots of whom I am. Hello from Miami. Yes, I can still coach you. I can coach you from here, but in Miami there are fantastic trainers as well. I do have plenty of people in Miami that I know, so if you need any guidance, let me know. Thank you for saying hi. But anyway, coming back to what I was saying, and I lose my concentration quite very fast. What I was, you don't remember. Anyway, what I'm saying, is that it's not good for everyone. The reason why my service is not good for everyone is because my service will require you to move your ass. I'm not here to check on you. Hey, hello, my darling. Have you been? Have you done your workout today? Sometimes I can be like that to my clients. I can be very caring, but then I realized that I wasn't doing them any good, because if you don't want to change the way you look, you can hire the best of the best personal trainers, and trust me, this person can be spoon feeding you or feeding you, and you're not gonna change. Why? Because the problem is you. The problem is not the coach, the problem is you. When you hire a coach, you hire someone that is gonna guide you, but if you don't practice or if you don't have the drive yourself, that person cannot go and take you out of bed and ask you to do that, or ask you not to eat that cookie, or ask you to focus on eating more protein, eating more vegetables, drinking more water, doing the things that that is gonna make you feel good. So with this in mind, I'm saying, if you are that driven person, in my case, female, which I have a bunch of very driven ladies, they are busy, they work harder than anyone, they're not staying in at home doing nothing and only training. Don't get me wrong, there is nothing bad with staying at home, but the ladies that I actually train, the ladies that are really busy, so there is no I don't have the time excuse. They wake up early, they get things done, and I don't have to be behind them, because they know that I will be checking different metrics or different things that I have in place in order to check that they follow in the program. And even if they try to not be honest with me, I literally practice a very open-minded relationship in which you can just tell me I'm human. I have been there in your place. I have been low some days, I have been high some days, I have been good with diet some bad days, I have not. This Christmas I ate 10,000 cookies that one of my best friends made. That's what I'm telling all my clients. It's okay, we all ate the sugar that we know that is not so good. What you're gonna do from now on, just keep training, drink water. However, this is going out of topic. What I wanted to say is, in my experience, after doing one-to-one and online coaching, if you go for online coaching, you are getting more value for money. Why? Because you are paying literally a fraction of the price of a one-to-one, and I know that because now I'm charging a fraction of the price of what my services used to be. But my clients are getting a very quality service because I have more time to think in their progress, in their program, in their diet, in what step of their journey we are. I do run some seminars. We do have a Facebook group in place. We do have support on chats. So the ladies who have been with me a little bit longer are able to ask questions just in case I'm busy. And it's a community that I have been trying to build. It takes time. Something that you need to realize is, or I have to realize, is that everything that you want to build takes time. But this is to say that as well as everything you want to build takes time, your training takes time, your progress takes time. And what I'm trying to say here is that whatever time you're gonna be with a trainer, what you should be looking at, or whenever I had a trainer, I always go like this, literally. who do I want to be like in terms of like at the beginning I used to look at ladies who were personal trainers and I say, okay, who do I want to look like, or who do I like to do things like, or who do I connect with, who do I have good energy with. So then I had J-Lo as my first online coach from whom I learned a lot. Then after a while I wanted to level up myself, so I did different courses, Mark Cole seminar, mentorship. I have a mentor myself, a mentor for business, a mentor and a coach for training. And what I'm always looking is not only to learn what I'm learning from there, but also see how they deliver their service so I can make my service better. So with this in mind, all of my coaches have been online coaches. So I have never had actually a one-to-one because I wouldn't be able to pay for that. And I have had so far a very great journey. So I am looking for next year for 5 driven ladies. And yes, I know you're gonna see this on every Instagram account, on every fitness account, but unfortunately, we all need clients. I'm not desperate. I'm just here to prove a point, because I realized after a year of coaching, I realized that I actually need to accept that for some people, my service is not what they need. Some people might need more specialist service if they have health issues. Some people who actually need the cheerleader next to them to spin feed them is right. If that's what you need, pay for it, go get it. But if you want to get results, you just want to get no bullshit, if you just want to get guidance, this is a training, you don't need to kill yourself, just do enough. I will be talking to you, I will be accommodating your training as your week. I have ladies who work crazy schedules, I have police officers, I have all type of jobs, trust me, all type of jobs. And that's the beauty of online, because you don't need to be waiting for me to be available. You can just do your training whenever is good for you. I have a police officer, when she trains, when she does like night shifts, she trains sometimes at 3 a.m. in the morning, but that's what fits her, so she does it. That time I wouldn't be able to train her. So this is where I'm going. So if you need guidance, if you need someone that is not bullshit, someone that is gonna keep you accountable. For me, accountability is what you need on any mentorship, really. That's actually what I have my business mentor, just to keep me accountable, to make sure that every week I'm progressing towards my goal, my business goal. Yeah, in this case, you will have me to make sure that every week you are doing the training that you're meant to do, you are drinking the water that you're meant to drink, you are studying or learning whatever topic of the week we are learning, and some KPIs that I make sure I keep you accountable with in order to make progress. If we don't make progress, we then need to reassess why is that happening. And also, you guys need to understand that unfortunately, fitness is not reps and exercise and diet, and it's not calories in, calories out. There is way more than that. So stress, anxiety, sleep, digestion, all of that has a lot to do in your progress. Sometimes you might be blaming yourself, or you might be blaming you are super fit, thank you, or you might be blaming, hola Mini desde Medellin, you might be blaming your coach, or you might be blaming yourself, and in reality there is no one to blame. I was listening to a book this morning, The One Thing, and it says that there is not things such failure, but experiences is all depending on if you have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. So if whatever you're doing hasn't worked for you up until now, ask 3 things before you say it hasn't worked. First, have you learned something? Second, have you improved in any other area of your life? not precisely the one that you wanted, but have you maybe grown up on your perspective of your goal? Because sometimes that happen a lot with my clients, that they get so fixated, oh, I want to look like you, but through the journey they understand that for what they do, what they achieve so far with their body is enough. And I make that clear that it's not the same when you work on fitness than when you work and you want to have just a different life. So without further ado, as I said, I wanted this to be 20 minutes. I am now 2 minutes over. Thank you for all of you. I'm gonna be posting this later on IGTV. The topic is, do you prefer one-to-one or online? In my case, after giving both of those services, I will be sticking to growing my online business, because I know that I can make more impact, even if it means that I only have a bunch of people to start with, which is not true. I already have a lot. But even if that was the case, if you are a personal trainer that I'm looking to switch, and if you do have some experience on your back, because you cannot do the switch too fast, you need to have experience with real people to understand how the body works. After you have that experience, then you can definitely pursue the online, even if the competition is high, even if there are loads of influencers who are paying a lot of money to the gram to be in your face. Or to also be careful about that, because nothing too cheap is too good. So if you buy programs for like £20 and you expect to learn and change, trust me, but that £20 program that you bought is gonna stay on your desk, simply because you don't give the value to it that it has, because it has no value. So that's why sometimes I even give free stuff to people, and then when I check, have you done it? No, sorry, I didn't find the time. If you would have paid £1,000 for that, you would have found the time. So the question here is not, is it better one-to-one or online? The question here, what is it better for you? And if for you is better online because you are driven, you only want guidance, and you want to see changes in 2021, please get contact with me. I'm looking for 5 ladies that I'm gonna give special discount to, just to prove the point that online is better than one-to-one, if you are the right person. Thank you very much. See you all later. Bye bye.